When Donald Trump said he grabs women by the pussy, does that mean he's a communist in bed since he's seizing the means of production?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
Okay, great. Hugh Hefner recently passed away, and I never realized he was such a polarizing figure, you know. But then again, the idea of a white, cisgender, heterosexual man enjoying sex is just, that's bad. Like, that's a really evil thing. So as someone who's written a lot for Playboy and continues to, what are your thoughts on Hefner? And now you can say it because he's dead. What's he going to do?
Well, I mean, when the news broke, I was absolutely appalled that people felt it was appropriate to say these terrible things about him. One, the fact that people say that he exploited women, I find that extremely patronizing. It's as if, you know, women who choose to pose nude or who to spend time at the Playboy Mansion as if they didn't have any of their own volition in the matter. And I think it further speaks to how a lot of these people who are screaming the loudest about women's rights don't actually support female autonomy. It's only women with whom they agree. So I find that extremely hypocritical. The other thing, I have so much respect for Hef because he funded a lot of the early sex research studies. So he funded research by Masters and Johnson. He funded research from the Kinsey Institute. He also helped to fund the International Academy of Sex Research, which is the top-notch organizational body of sex researchers. So he's done a lot for the field, and I don't know that people necessarily know that. They choose instead to focus on these ridiculous allegations that are completely unfounded.
Was it the International
Academy of Sex Research?
Are they allowed to wear pants? You wrote a really interesting article for Playboy called "Who's Better in Bed, Liberals or Conservatives?" What did you find?
Well, I found, before I read the study, I was expecting there to be clear differences between liberals and conservatives in terms of their preferences and in terms of their satisfaction. Well, there actually were differences in terms of satisfaction, but with regards to preferences, there's actually quite a lot of overlap. So both conservatives and liberals reported that they enjoyed, sex acts like doggy style, cowgirl, oral sex.
Does it happen where conservatives are more likely to be literal cowgirls?
I don't think so. But with regards to satisfaction, so conservatives actually reported greater satisfaction with a smaller number of sexual acts, whereas liberals reported being less satisfied with their sex lives.
Well, I'm a classical liberal in the streets and a fascist in the sheets. Thanks for your questions, guys. If you have any more, be sure to share them in the comments and subscribe to our channel, We the Internet TV, and follow us on Twitter and Facebook for new videos every week. And make sure to follow Dr. Soh at Dr. Debra Soh on Twitter.